History of Sarah Baartman. Sarah Baartman was a Khoikhoi woman who was exhibited as a freak show attraction in 19th century Europe under the name. Was Sarah Baartman married? Her mother died when she was age 2 and her father, who was a cattle driver, died when she reached adolescence. Sarah married a Khoikhoi man who was a drummer and they had one child together who died shortly after birth. Did Sarah Baartman have a medical condition? Her body was characterized as grotesque, lascivious and obscene because of her protruding buttocks, which was due to a condition called steatopygia that occurs naturally among people in arid parts of southern Africa. Why is Sarah Baartman famous? Sarah Baartman was taken to Paris in 1814 and continued to be exhibited as a freak. She became the object of scientific and medical research that formed the bedrock of European ideas about black female sexuality. What did Sarah Baartman look like? The problem of ideal body versus unideal body shape date back to 19th century, where Sarah Baartman's body shape characterized by full breasts, narrow waist and extra-large buttocks was viewed by Europeans as ugly, yet later on, the same body, though not acknowledged, was used to inspire the creation of Victorian. Where was Sarah Baartman displayed? The Musée de l'Homme. Baartman was studied intensively by anatomists and artists and, following her death at the age of 27 in December 1815, she was dissected by Cuvier. Parts of her anatomy were displayed in what was to become the Musée de l'Homme in Paris and remained on show until the 1960s. How big was Sarah Baartman? She was short, not quite 5 feet, and she was very curvaceous. She had big hips and a big bum, says Dr. Gordon Chipember, who is a professor of African diasporic literature and the author of Representation in Black Womanhood, The Legacy of Sarah Baartman. Who is the South African woman with the big buttocks? Sarah Baartman. Sarah Baartman, also known as Sarah Baartman, is a Xhosa woman who was born in South Africa in the late 1789. She is famous for being exhibited as a freak show attraction in Europe in the early 18th century because of her large buttocks, which were considered unusual and exotic at the time. What is the return of Sarah Baartman? The return of Sarah Baartman concerns the attempts to bring Baartman's remains back to South Africa and to give her a proper burial. A Khoisan tribe member, Baartman was brought to Europe from Africa in the early 19th century by an Englishman, who promptly put her on exhibit as a curiosity. Thanks for your attention. If you liked the video, make sure you subscribe on this channel for videos.